Good morning, Winthrop Vikings. Today is Friday, March 12th, and it is a day 3. Alrighty now. The first story of the day is going to be part of a series about highlighting the different electives in humanities around Winthrop High School. Course selection will be coming up within a short period of time. This week's elective is going to be STEAM with Miss Daigneault, and I can tell you STEAM was one of the best classes I have ever taken here at WHS. Here is guest field reporter Joel Johnson for the update.
Over the past couple of weeks, we have been highlighting elective courses at Winthrop High School. This week, we are going to take a look at STEAM and see what it has to offer.
At WHS, there are many different options for science courses. Today, we're going to talk about STEAM. STEAM integrates elements of science, technology, engineering, art, and math. In STEAM, students will be able to learn how to apply new technological skills to solve real-world problems, communicate with others, and inspire. The STEAM curriculum has a focus on science and engineering practices and core concepts in science education. It is a hands-on course where students do a lot of different projects and activities to learn science through experiencing. We caught up with the STEAM teacher, Ms. Daigneault, and a few students who have taken the course to find out more about the class.
STEAM is a class that integrates science, technology, engineering, and art components with some mathematics, all in the context of a multidisciplinary project-based learning model where everything is really experiential. We use curriculum that's developed by an organization called Fuse out of Northwestern University, and the challenges are very, very different. They range from using the 3D printer. You can see we have amazing 3D printers in the lab, to solar powered cars, and then we do a lot of things with graphic arts, coding, we have a robot, we have windmills, all different types of projects, and students work in groups to complete the projects and work through problems, learn about persistence and problem solving. Students should take STEAM if they are at all interested in getting involved in any type of a trade or any type of a science that you would be using your hands. So whether it's engineering or if you want to be an electrician maybe, or a plumber, or even if you want to get into higher level engineering like mechanical engineering or civil engineering, we have architecture, all of these different types of things, working with hardware, working with software. If these are the things that interest you and really using your hands every day and being up and out of your seat, then this is really the class for you. You only need to be an upperclassman to take STEAM, and really just the desire to see science in a really hands-on way. Science is very interactive, and oftentimes, earlier in your academic career, you're taking sort of some of the core classes and it's hard to see it in action. And STEAM is for people that are really curious about how science works. They really want to work with their hands, they want to work in teams of people, they want to work in projects, and it just kind of brings together a lot of those concepts: coding, technology, engineering, and all of it come together in these larger project forms where students can put everything to practice. There's a really wide range of projects that we do. They're separated into a bunch of different categories, but generally we have everything from using the 3D printer, so we do things like making cookie cutters or jewelry or model cars, or we'll take an Xbox Connect and scan people's heads and 3D print and learn how to make 3D media from different types of software. And then we've got a lot of electrical type challenges where kids are working with LED lights or a miniature jumbotron. They're learning how to program, they're learning how to use circuit boards, switches, potentiometers, and things like that. And then we also have a lot of really project-based things like you're building roller coasters, you're trying to get it to accomplish certain velocities and get and certain things to happen within the mechanisms of the roller coaster. We use renewable energy type projects like solar powered cars and learn about energy conversion and how to build them and build the circuits for them, as well as wind turbines and understanding how that works, how the angles of the blades and the sides of the blades will contribute to the amount of energy that can be generated. And then we've got some more chemistry type things, like we learn how to do gel encapsulation, which would mirror something that you would do more of in a biochemistry type format. There's just a really wide variety of things for students to choose from, and so it makes it really exciting for students to have that much choice.
The thing that I enjoy about STEAM the most is that there's a lot of projects. It's fun, it's a lot of hands-on stuff. Also, Miss Daniel will help you out on what you want to do in the future after high school.
My favorite part about STEAM is probably all the fuse challenges that we get to, and especially using the 3D printers.
The best activity I probably did was designing my own dream home. That was pretty cool.
My favorite activity in STEAM would probably be the selfie sticker challenge. That was my favorite because I got to create my own sticker that was personal to me.
And I think students should take the class because it's not like other classes. You can do a lot in that class, a lot of engineering stuff. And also, like I said, Miss Daniel will help you out after high school, like what you want to do. So
Students should take STEAM because it's a fun elective and you can have so many different options to choose from. Also, Miss Daniel is a really fun teacher, so no matter what challenge you do, you'll have fun.
Now that we are better informed about this awesome elective, we can be better prepared for our course selection in the upcoming weeks. I hope this was helpful, explaining this important course selection option. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for the info, Joel. Make sure to reach out to Miss Daniel for more information about how to get involved and questions about the class. The Winthrop Viking sports are mid-season at this point and are ramping up to have some competitive seasons. This week, we will see the return of some of our favorite teams to Miller Field, the WHS football and cheer teams.
Fall 2 is here, and that means football is back. Football is a big part of Winthrop High School, and our athletes and coaches are excited the season is finally happening. Last year, the boys were 4-7. This year, the team has already started their workouts, and they're getting prepared for the first game of the season. The team is coached by head coach Jonathan Cadigan, offensive coordinator Robert Niblett, and first-year defensive coordinator James Fusillo. They are led by senior captains Tyler Rockefeller, Chris Ferrara, and Stevie Perullo, and a total of 15 seniors. We caught up with some of the seniors to hear their thoughts on the season.
Hey, this season, I'm most excited to just get out on the field and play with the boys, I mean, we've had a rough 15 months off of the field, not being able to play or practice, have any games, but I really just hope we get as many games as we can and get to play with all the boys,
This football season, I'm really excited about just being back out there, being able to play, getting to compete with, my friends. It's a great experience, especially as a senior, getting to have this opportunity. It's a blessing.
If you asked me 3 months ago about my feelings toward there being a season, I'd probably say I didn't think it was going to be a season. But, things have been turning around. I actually got my vaccine today, so I'm happy. And I think we're very lucky that there's a season. I'm really excited for this season. I'm really glad that we have the opportunity to play. But I just hope that other teams we play, or maybe a player on our team, doesn't get COVID and possibly have to shut down for a week or two. That would really slow everything up. But if everything can go smoothly as it's planned, I think it's going to be a great season.
I wouldn't say I'm surprised about having a season because there was always hope that we'd have one. But it's just it's great that as a senior you get to experience it and take everything in and take it one day at a time.
The goal is plain and simple. It's my goal. It's the team's goal. Is to win a conference championship. There's no in between. We're really going for it, and that's our one goal.
One of our major goals as a team is to win the NEC this year. The football team has won the NEC 11 times, and we're looking for that 12th one.
My major goal for this season is to win the conference championship, and that's it.
Not only is football back, so is cheerleading. The Winthrop High School cheerleading squad has also begun practicing for the season. The cheerleading squad was third in the state for the 2019 season, and they are also NEC Grand Champs back in 2018. The cheerleading squad has 7 seniors who are on the varsity team. Those seniors are Nellie Carter, Rachel Farley, Sophia Vitale, Chloe Robson, Sydney Crotty, Taylor Portrait, and Bella Jufrey. They are coached by Mary Johnson and Jenna Marchant. The girls are looking to recapture the magic of the last few amazing competitions. We caught up with some of the seniors to hear their thoughts on getting back to the season.
I'm happy that I'm a senior because that means this is our last year of fellows, so yeah. But I'm also really sad because I'm going to miss doing this with all my friends and everything.
Same, and I'm going to miss competing in front of crowds since we don't get the last chance to do that.
I'm really looking forward to getting a chance to compete since we didn't think we were going to because of COVID. Same thing as that, and I'm looking forward to making more fun memories with the team.
The team's goal for this year is to hit at our one virtual comp.
Yep, and to make the best of the season.
Woo!
It's exciting to have the Fall 2 season here. Good luck to both our football team and cheerleading squad with their seasons this year. Make sure to log on to YouTube to watch our athletes play with the new live streaming link Winthrop High School has provided. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Lily. Make sure to tune in to the Winthrop Vikings Athletic YouTube page to see our players on the live stream. Let's show them the same support. Now for our next story, we have the upcoming Stuco fundraiser for the Special Olympics, which will be the Polar Plunge. You might have seen some campaign ads persuading you to vote for Mr. Leonardo or Miss Kelly. There will also be a representative from each grade. Here we have Erin to tell us more.
This year, Student Council is hosting a Polar Plunge. The plunge will be a safe and charitable way of fundraising for the Special Olympics. This year, due to COVID, not everyone will be able to take the plunge, but there will be an opportunity for anyone to participate as we hear more. To continue following the CDC guidelines, there will only be one person from each grade who will be a representative to take the plunge. Additionally, donations are still accepted even if you are not participating. There will be a faculty representative that students can vote for who can take the plunge. The voting is really heating up with some front runners including Mr. Tarantino, Miss Kelly, and Mr. Leonardo. This is a fun but chilly way to show some school spirit and see one of your teachers shiver for charity.
So the Polar Plunge is a really great cause. It's a really fun activity. We usually do it when we go as a student council to our annual conference in Hyannis. But because that's not happening this year, they've opened it up to the schools across Massachusetts. So the Polar Plunge, of course, is where a bunch of people just run into the ocean when it's really, really cold. Because of COVID and because of some safety precautions that we're taking, we can only have one representative per grade. So that's what you guys have been signing up for. Sophomores, we need more of you. There's none. So each representative is going to jump into the water for their grade. We also have a teacher competition going, but more on that later. The Polar Plunge is such a great cause because all of the proceeds that we're raising are going to go directly to Special Olympics Massachusetts.
So the Special Olympics is a really important cause for me. It's an organization I volunteered for when I was in high school and in college a few times.
If you're interested in volunteering to be a plunger, or if you're interested in voting for which teacher does the plunge, or if you're interested in making a donation or even just sharing our link, which we would totally appreciate, you can find all of that information on the Vikings Weekly Update website. If you haven't checked it out yet, I do email about it every week, so please open up that email, go check it out. There's lots of other club information too, but like I said, this is a really, really great cause.
It's my understanding that a lot of people are thinking they're gonna see me jumping, diving, belly flopping into an extremely cold Atlantic Ocean somewhere on one of those nasty beaches in town. If you think I'm gonna do this after seeing that you've only raised $270 and your goal is $1,500, you got another thing coming, all right? I wanna see real fundraising. It's a great cause. I don't care if I have 150 votes to 9 votes of Mr. Tarantino. I won't be anywhere near that beach on that date in March unless I see you guys hitting your goal, get out on the streets, get some money in your pockets, get it to Miss Kelly, get it to the Special Olympics. Go for it. Good luck.
So we are going to be plunging on March 26th at 2:45. That's a Friday. So that will be the final day of fundraising and of collecting money from people, getting donations. But of course, also when 4 kids and 1 teacher are going to go plunging into the ocean.
Miss Kelly, I love Taylor Swift.
I'm Leonardo, and kids like me, and they're voting me to do something really fun. Ugh.
We would love for you to take part in this event and help get the word out about the Special Olympics. Please don't forget to vote for which teacher you want to see take the plunge. Back to the studio.
Thanks for the update, Erin. There was no senior spotlight this week, but we will return next week with another highlight from the class of 2021. This is all from me. Have a great weekend and roll Vikes.